Wilmington staying in that 2-3 zone here. Stalling misses, cleared by Dado. Smith out to Mansfield. Earlham's in a 2-3 zone as well, so we're now going 2-3 zone on both sides of the court now. Mansfield drives in. Smith with the floater misses, and that's cleared by Zolman. Now it's 56-53 Wilmington here. 13 minutes to go in the ball game. Really good one so far in this Quaker Bowl. Here's a look out to Bonin. Spins by Mullins there. Just misses the long two. Todd with the board, picks it up. And Wilmington's going to clear, set their half-court offense here. Screen from Dado. Out to Mullins. Wilmington really moving the ball there. And a missed shot from Todd there, but great ball movement there by Wilmington. Got the ball in the middle, which is kind of the sweet spot of the zone. And then they pass it out, just missed a shot. Here's a good look there. Another short corner to the middle look there by Earlham, but it gets blocked by Todd, and he gets the ball. Smith penetrating. Finds Mullins. He's just off with a three, so both teams going a little cold right now. So Wilmington clears Mansfield, and he's got it. Jeffrey Mansfield's first three of the second half. And I think we have another timeout here by Earlham. It's now 59-53 on your scoreboard. 12:23 to play here in the second half. It's looking like both teams are adjusting their defenses a little bit. Both going 2-3 zone now. Wilmington still in their full court press, but turning into a 2-3 zone as Earlham's really been carving up their half-court man-to-man defense. Earlham inbounds the ball. Earlham swinging it around here. It's into Stalling. Goes out to Barnes. He drives out to Bonin. And it is off to the right and cleared by Mullins. And he's got a Jackson Todd out there in the corner. He drives, nice kick to Dado. Fumbled the ball a little bit. Oh, and then he put it on the ground, and Earlham has the ball. It's out to Barnes here. There's Stalling, and he gets fouled and makes it. So Kenneth Stalling Jr. with a strong second half showing so far for Earlham, as he gets another bucket and he gets fouled on the attempt. So now we have a score of 59-55 Wilmington here with 11:27 to go in the game. Stalling misses the free throw. Swiped away there. Great defense by Bonin there. As Mullins rejected the screen, went left, and Bonin was right there. Hit it right off Mullins' leg. Beautiful play by Bonin there. Wilmington's back into their pressure man-to-man defense. Driving a take there, and a putback by Stalling. Kenneth Stalling really putting on a show here the second half. He only had 3 at halftime, but he is probably up to around 15 points here now in total in the second half. Matt Smith with the ball, shoots it, and it is cleared by Earlham. 59-57 Wilmington over Earlham here with 10 minutes to go and a dandy of a game. And here Barnes goes, and he gets by the defense, and it is all tied up at 59 here. Jackson with the ball, and he gets fouled by Barnes. Really encouraging sight there, that last drive by Barnes. Obviously, he's a great scorer for them. Plays around the whole game for Earlham, but he's been limited so far offensively by good defense by Wilmington. Let's see if that layup gets him going. Jackson throws it away, but gets it back. And he'll settle down the offense here. So Earlham is back to their man-to-man defense. Jackson with a little step-back 3 there in Sanborn's eye. Beautiful jumper by Deshaun Jackson. Barnes with the ball. He has Todd guarding him. He gets a little screen. Earlham's been really picking apart Wilmington so far with their pick-and-roll offense. Todd guarding Barnes again. Goes out pick and pop this time, and it is off. And let's see what they called here. I think they called a shot clock violation, so really good defense by Wilmington there. We have Peyton Smith checking in for Mullins. Now we have Hubbard coming in for Sacaleros on Earlham. Earlham goes back to 2-3. Wilmington circles it around. Deshaun Jackson for 3. He is off this time, and a strong rebound there by Cheney Zolman there of Earlham. And Jackson with the steal, and he finishes. Deshaun Jackson has been a pest so far defensively, and he gets a steal and a bucket there. Now you can hear a little bit from the Wilmington crowd as they're getting engaged. There Barnes with another left-handed layup, misses. Hubbard with the board, and he gets it back and in. Hubbard obviously taking a big advantage there on Canoe, as Hubbard is 6'10", and Canoe is only 6'5". Really taking advantage of that. Jackson out to Todd, and he is just off of this 3. Another strong board by Zolman. So it's 64-61. Wilmington's up so far, and there is right at 8 minutes to go in this ball game. Wilmington switches the screen there. So now we got Jackson. Barnes fumbles it. It is out, and that is a missed shot by Earlham. Sanborn so far hasn't been getting going as much as he did the first half. Wilmington slowing down a little bit here, getting into their half-court offense. Screen by Myers out to Todd. Is in the short corner to Canoe, and he gets fouled there by Hubbard. Now we have some substitutions coming in, I think for both sides. We have Boonin coming out. So is Zolman there for Earlham. Sacaleros back in for them. And a couple of substitutions for Wilmington as well. Deshaun Jackson went out. So Jackson Todd. Jeffrey Mansfield's back in. Here's into Hubbard again. He posts, and he throws it. throws it away this time, but it is deflected by Smith out of bounds. You can see the emphasis here for Earlham trying to get the ball into Hubbard. So he's got a huge height advantage over the Quakers of Wilmington. Barnes with the ball, spin move, left hand, and he is way off, and Canoe rebounds it. Wilmington's on the push. Peyton Smith gets rejected by Hubbard, and Earlham clears. Earlham settling down here. 15 on the shot clock as Barnes attempts a three, and he's off there. Tough shot by Barnes. Pace slowing a little bit here as we end the second half here. 64-61 Wilmington. Mansfield drives in the paint. Passes it out to Mullins. And it's out to Colin Myers, and he is off. Rebound here by Peyton Smith. Finds Canoe cutting in the lane, and he puts it up and in. Another basket here by Abdul Canoe. 66-61 Wilmington over Earlham here. 5:50 to go in the second half. Earlham throws the ball across the court, goes back to Stalling, passes it into Hubbard, and Hubbard hits it off the back of the rim and in. Friendly bounce there for Hubbard. Wilmington goes. Mansfield with the ball now. It's out to Mullins. Dual Canoe. Drives it into traffic. 8 on the shot clock here for Wilmington. Goes out to Mansfield. And I believe it's a moving screen called here by Abdul Canoe. I believe is what the call is here. That is the third foul of the second half there by Wilmington. The foul actually will go to Peyton Smith there. And that is only his first foul. So, Boonen has the ball here for Earlham. 66-63 game with 5 minutes to go. Hubbard with a big mismatch here with Mullins. See if Earlham takes advantage and capitalizes off of that. Boonen throws up a running wild floater. He's way off. Wilmington pushes. Ball out to Mansfield, passes it in, and it is lost by Mullins there. Now Wilmington is getting a little bit sloppy with the ball here as Earlham has possession. 4:20 to go in the second half. A beautiful game here by both these squads. Exactly what we expected coming in. Believe we have Abdul Canoe there called for his second personal foul of the game. It's Colin Myers, and I believe it is Aaron Mullins going out of the game for Wilmington. Noah Dado, Deshaun Jackson back in the game for the Fighting Quakers. Boonen handling it. This Wilmington switches, and oh! Foul called there on Deshaun Jackson. It looked like he got around Cheney Zolman there. The refs obviously disagreed with that one. And that is Deshaun Jackson's first foul of the game. Goes into Zolman here with a height advantage over Canoe. He's going one-on-one, spins around, and it's lost. Good defense by the Quakers there, and Jackson's on the runaway. And he misses the left-handed layup, but tipped in by Mansfield. Really good defense by Wilmington there, surrounding Cheney Zolman there as he went in the post. And here's a floater, really nice floater there by Blake Bonin. It's now 68-65 with 3:18 to go here in the second half. Wilmington up. Ball goes into Dado. Canoe's got it here. The high post, and he gets fouled by Sandburn. Blocking foul called. Canoe will go to the line. Canoe will shoot for 2 here. We talked about Wilmington is leading the OAC in free throw percentage. So a group that is really good with free throws so far in the early goings of the year. They shoot 78% from the line. These are obviously 2 big ones here for Canoe. Canoe lines the first one up, and it is in. So now we get a little, Barnes had a little rest there. He comes back in, replaces John Sacaleros for Earlham. Canoe, second one, and it is good. 70-65 Wilmington. 3:07 to go. Barnes with the ball, feeds Bonin. Gets a screen there. It's out to Hubbard. Sandburn coming off the screen. Here's Bonin. It looked like he might have traveled, but got away with it there. Bonin has to host one with 4 seconds to go, and he is off. And Hubbard tips it, but it is out of bounds. Really good defensive possession by Wilmington there, not letting Earlham get a good shot. We have Colin Myers coming back in for Noah Dado, and Kenneth Stalling Jr. coming in for Connor Hubbard. There's 2:37 left to go in this Quaker rivalry. Smith with the ball here. Barnes giving good defense on Jackson. Denying him the ball. We get a foul called. It'll be the 5th personal foul of the second half on Earlham. Now there's 4 fouls now on Cheney Zolman. And Canoe drives right past him there for the layup. So look for Wilmington to attack him here as he has 4 fouls. Really nice heads-up play by Canoe there, knowing he just got his 4th foul and taking him on the dribble. There Canoe gets a deflection, and it is out of bounds. Now we have 1:55 to go. Wilmington in the lead, 72-65 over Earlham. Barnes with the ball here. A little miscommunication by Wilmington, but they get away with it here. Jackson on Stalling. Stalling goes up, and he gets fouled by Jackson. So he will get 2 free throws. Really nice head fake there by Kenneth Stalling Jr. Got Jackson up in the air, and he will go to the free throw line. This is Jackson's 2nd of the game. Wilmington now has committed 7 fouls. So Earlham is in the 1-and-1 bonus. Nice free throw there by Stalling. 72-66 here with 1:44 to play in the game. Second free throw is also pure for Kenneth Stalling Jr., the senior out of Gary, Indiana. Now Earlham's switching up defense again with a 1-3-1 zone with Barnes at the head of it. He gets passed out to Deshaun Jackson, and he is just off. Rebound goes to Smith. Wilmington's looking to run some time here. And is stolen away from Mansfield as he drives. Now is Earlham ball. 72-67 with 1:14 to go in the second half. Here's a drive. Barnes gets Mullins Smith in the air, and he drills it. And that's what you want from Jamel Barnes Jr., the leading scorer on the year for Earlham. So he is showing up here down the stretch. It is now 72-70 with 1:05 to go here in a dandy of a ball game. So now it'll be interesting to see what Earlham throws at Wilmington defensively out of this timeout here by Coach Hunt. If you're Wilmington, you want to obviously look for Jeffrey Mansfield, who's had a terrific game. Deshaun Jackson is another guy they might look to, might run a play for it, but it's kind of hard to tell what Wilmington's going to do out of this timeout because Earlham's been really mixing up defenses this second half. All right, here, so we have 1:05 to go now. Wilmington, as we said, is up 72-70 over their rivals, the Earlham Quakers. It's looking for Earlham, we got Jamel Barnes out there, Cheney Zolman, Thomas Sanborn is out there, Kenneth Stalling Jr., and Blake Bonin. Now for Wilmington, we got Mansfield passing it into Smith. We also got Jackson, Canoe, and Colin Myers out on the court for the Quakers here in the final minute of the game. Little horns action here for Wilmington. Jackson sets a screen for Canoe. Canoe's in the post. Zolman guarding. Zolman flops. And it is in. Beautiful take by Abdul Canoe there, and Zolman is called for a flop warning. And a new rule this year, approved by the NCAA. Get one flop per game as a team, and the other flop is a technical foul. It's looking like that's not going to be an issue this game, obviously, for Earlham. So there's 45.6 seconds to go. 74-70 Wilmington. Goes out, and it is pinked in. Cheney Zolman there. Another pick and pop. Earlham's just carved Wilmington defensively in their man-to-man with this pick and pop. Bowman and Zolman have been a good connection here. It is now 74-73. 27.1 seconds to go. Wilmington is in the 1-on-1 bonus here. So this is looking like that's going to play a factor as Earlham's going to need to put a little pressure on as there's currently no shot clock on the clock. Now they changed it. I guess they did change it back now to 37.1 seconds to go. I think I saw 27.1 earlier, but they changed it back. And Barnes has to commit the foul here. So Mansfield's going to go to the line. 31.4 seconds to go. Wilmington up 74-73 on Earlham. Ball's inbounded to Canoe. Barnes fouls again. That is now Wilmington is in the 1-on-1 bonus. As Earlham has committed 7 fouls on the game. Canoe goes to the line, where he's been strong so far this game. And he hits the first one. Really clutch free throw there by Canoe. So now we have 75-73 Wilmington. 30.6 seconds to go. And he's off on the second one, but Myers comes in, and it is on the ground. They're fighting for it, and it is a jump ball here. Really good effort by Wilmington, and in fact, they got a timeout there. Really heady play by Canoe, and he's on the ground to call timeout. Huge play right there. Colin Myers getting a deflection on the boards there, getting his hands on the ball, and obviously Canoe, the first one to have his body hit the floor. Really good aggressive hustle play there by Wilmington, and probably the biggest play of the game so far. So now obviously there's 7 fouls to go. 7 fouls currently committed by Earlham. There's 25.7 seconds to go. Wilmington is up 75-73. So really with Wilmington, they are a very good free throw shooting team, as I mentioned. So this is going to play a big factor here late in this game. Really anyone Wilmington can throw to is pretty good from the line so far this year. But look for Earlham to maybe get a little trap here right away and then foul. They could just go straight for the foul, but it might depend on where the ball's inbounded at here. If Wilmington throws it in the corner, you might need to be prepared for a trap, but if not, I think Earlham's going to maybe allow one pass and then get a foul. Wilmington in the little box here. And the ball is inbounded to Canoe, and he is fouled by Kenneth Stalling. It's now the 8th personal, and Earlham only lost 1.8 seconds there. So good job on clock management there by Earlham. They decided they go just for the foul, not for the trap. Here's Canoe with the 1 and bonus. And he hits it. Big free throw by Canoe there. 76-73, 23.9 seconds to go. Canoe lines it up, and he's short this time. And another big rebound by Colin Myers. Huge hustle play there by the Quakers of Wilmington. And Myers coming big again here. He hasn't had a huge day in the stat book, but he has really played his heart out this evening for Wilmington. Those are 2 huge plays he just did, getting Wilmington's second possessions there. And that is also a huge foul there for Earlham, as Jamel Barnes has just fouled out of the game here. His 5th foul, so a really huge play there by Wilmington. We have a timeout called here. Still in the 1 and bonus here, as Earlham has committed 9 fouls. The next one will put him in the double bonus, so obviously it's a huge free throw coming up for Wilmington. I'm sure Coach Hunt is discussing here. Obviously, if Myers makes the first one or both of them, I think he's just going to let the defense play. But if he misses the free throw here, you might want to think about fouling Earlham, so I'm sure he's going to talk to his team about that. Just depends what he's comfortable with. He might foul with about 5 to 10 seconds to go, which would put Earlham in the 1 and bonus, so they can't get a 3-pointer off. So we'll see if he just plays straight up or if he wants to foul. I'm sure for Earlham now, obviously, you would want probably Jamel Barnes to just go down the paint and get a bucket here. But obviously he is fouled out, so we'll see what they do. But Stalling gets the rebound. He's been the man the second half. So see if Earlham looks like they're playing for 3 here. Another pick and pop, and there it is for Zolman, and he's fouled and makes it. Oh, what a huge play there by Cheney Zolman, and Peyton Smith fouling him there. And as I mentioned the whole game, this pick and roll and pick and pop has been killing Wilmington's man-to-man defense. And that was a huge shot by Zolman There's another timeout called here in this game. Wow, what a huge play there by Cheney Zolman. And another play where we just have a pick and pop. We've talked about Bonin and Zolman the whole night. The pick and pop, pick and roll, and it has been working for success here, and it proved key there, and a huge foul by Smith there. Obviously, you're wanting to contest a three, but that was not a heady play there by Peyton Smith. So we have a 76-76 game now with 9 seconds to go. And an absolute great game here at Herman Court here in Wilmington, Ohio. Both teams are really playing strong here. Wilmington got off to a huge advantage in the first half. They were up by 15 at one point and was looking really sharp. And Wilmington, and then Earlham made a comeback to end the half. 41-35 advantage for Wilmington in the first half. And then the second half's been a very back and forth game here, as it is now tied at 76 with 9 seconds to go with Cheney Zolman at the free throw line, a senior from North Manchester, Indiana. So he lines it up. Earlham has no one in the paint here, and he hits it. Now Earlham's in a little pressure here to look for Mansfield to push. I'm sure he's the guy here, and it is a charge. Oh, Mansfield drives down the court there. A huge play by Kenneth Stalling. So he takes a charge, and Mansfield runs right into him. Wow, this game is turned. 4.8 seconds to go now. With a 77-76 advantage for Earlham as they inbounds the ball. And there's a timeout called by Earlham. I'm sure Coach Joe Schweiers is looking to create a play here to get probably, I would assume, Blake Bonin or Kenneth Stalling the ball here. Both had terrific nights for the Earlham Quakers. As we mentioned, Jamel Barnes is out of the game. He is fouled out for Earlham. So that could be a factor here. Both teams currently have 9 fouls, so the next foul should be the double bonus here. So Earlham, if they get the ball in, should be guaranteed 2 free throws. I'm sure if you're Coach Hunt, you just want probably Mansfield to get the ball and get a head of steam down the court. Jackson, Peyton Smith would be other option too. We'll see, obviously, depending on the free throws here, if Earlham does get the ball inbounds and gets fouled. See how much time's left for Wilmington. It goes right in Blake Bonin, and he gets fouled by Peyton Smith. There's 4.6 seconds to go here at Herman Court in Wilmington, Ohio. 77-76, Earlham over Wilmington right now. Blake Bonin at the line. Going with some big pressure free throws here. This is a 5'8" senior guard from Crown Point High School in Indiana. So we actually have 3 Earlham Quakers from Crown Point High School, really good high school in Indiana. And he hits the first free throw. Earlham has nobody in to get the free throw here. They have all 4 of their other guys out towards half court. And he hits the other one. So let's see if Earlham fouls. They do not. Here's Jackson for the 3. He passes it to Mansfield, and he is off. I don't think he got it out in time. Oh, wow, what a tough ending there for Wilmington. But a great game by Earlham on the road. Huge victory for the Earlham Hustlin' Quakers as they were pretty much down the entire